Welcome to the Catholic Life Coach Podcast. My name is Carla Fitz. I am a certified life coach, wife, and mom of two beautiful little girls. My hope for this podcast is to offer support and empower other Catholic women to live their most authentic life, to share life coaching tools from a Catholic perspective in order to help you live a more fulfilling life filled with peace, joy, and abundance. Let's get started. Hello and welcome to this week's episode. This week I have a funny voice because I am not feeling great, but I'm here with you guys. I'm actually feeling much better, but my voice is not quite back yet. It will come back. It will come back. Hopefully for the next episode you have a clear voice host. This week, not so much, but it's part of the reality, right? I want to welcome you guys to this episode. This episode I wanted to focus on what to do when things don't go the way we planned. And it's a really long title, but it is a very vivid thing for all of us. All of us who have goals in mind, who are driven by dreams and want to achieve big things, those of us who are planners, those of us who have a vision and how things are going to pan out, this is a constant battle. And yet, so often, how many of us, when we have an idea, we plan it ahead of time and hope for it to go the way we planned. And for me, in my faith journey, this has been a struggle because I'm a planner. I love to have things set up and know ahead of time how things are going to work out. And that's just not the reality. I heard recently from another coach that the only thing that is consistent and always consistently grows in a steady pace and you can expect it to grow is cancer. And this made me really sad because the standard that we have in our society is that we want our business to grow in a steady rhythm, to always be going up, never to go back down. We want our motherhood to be consistent, to be happy most of the time. And in reality, the truth is we have ups and downs. We have days that things are going amazing, and then we also have days where things are just not going that great. But our expectation and our hope is for things to consistently move upwards, to always be awesome and to feel great. And of course, this is my reality this week. And I'm talking not just because I've experienced it in the past, but because I'm experiencing it right now. So in our nature, and at least for some of us, me included, I want to plan things in the best of my abilities. When I have a launch, I want to plan it and know how things are going to work out. If I have a trip, I love to plan things out months in advance and have things, scheduled, not to the max because I really like to enjoy my time when we're traveling, but I like to plan things. And for those of us who are moms, we know that the reality is not that things go according to our plans because we have children. Every single day with my girls is a constant adventure. I plan my day out, I know what I'm going to do, and then at the end of the day, I reevaluate because most of the time it just doesn't go the way I planned. And as Christians, we set up plans and we are supposed to give it up to God and let Him lead. But most of the time, we try to lead ourselves. We want to have the control of how things are going to work out because we think we know best. But truly we don't, right? This is newsflash. God always knows better. And not only does He know better, He can see the full picture. He doesn't just give us good. He gives us the best. And if we really stopped and we trusted ahead of time, our life would be so much easier. But we are humans. We are not perfect, and we tend to forget this beautiful truth that God is in charge and He wants what's best for us. I'm going to share a few examples of what's going on. I had planned a week after my holiday, which, by the way, I had an amazing time with our family. It was much better than I expected because a lot of times when we're traveling, it just gets exhausting, but truly it was such a blessing from the beginning to the very end. And I was so ready Sunday night. I was talking to my husband and I'm like, I'm so excited to get back to work, back to business. I really wanted to spend 4 days with our family, turned off from social media. Not much. I shared some things in my stories, and that was about it. I wanted to really keep it quiet for our family time during the holidays. So on Sunday, my husband and I went on a date, which we had not done for a long while, and it was so much fun. So exciting. So exciting. We went to listen to the symphony play the Half Blood Prince movie. And it was literally, we were sitting there watching the movie, listening to the symphony play all of the music of the Harry Potter movies. It was so beautiful, absolutely beautiful. That was actually one of the movies that I did not like, and I am a big Harry Potter fan. And listening to them play, it just made it so much more impressive, beautiful, deep. It was stunning. It was a beautiful time. But by the time we were done with the concert, when we started heading home, I started to not feel so great. And my plans for Monday started looking not so great. Not exactly the way I planned. And so Monday morning rolled out. I woke up and I was miserable. I had no voice. I was feeling terribly. And the whole day Monday, which was supposed to be a very productive and filled with awesome things for my business day, because I don't have the girls that day, it just went down the drain. Not gonna happen today, Carla. Today is a day for you to feel sick. And I was miserable. I was wanting to do so many things, and things just did not go the way I planned. So here is what I want to share with you guys. When things don't go the way you planned, there's only 3 things that you can do. The first is that you need to spend some time mourning the idea. And for this example that I gave you of like, I planned an awesome Monday filled with work, it's not that big of a deal, right? But let me share with you another example that is a bigger deal for us. And this example, I don't think I have shared with anybody yet in outside my family and friends. But here's the deal. A year ago, God took my husband and I on this period of discerning to travel, to do a more full-time travel experience for our family. And to be fully honest with you guys, I was like certain this is what God wants for us. My husband and I were getting ready. We downsized a lot of our stuff and we became even more minimal than we already were, which was really a beautiful process. And as we started getting ready to go, we started noticing that things were just not opening up. Doors were not opening up for us to go in October. And as you I'm sure know now, because I'm still at home, that trip didn't happen. We had planned this idea of leaving in October. We had a date. It was St. Francis feast day. We were going to be in Italy, and it was how it was going to happen. And God was like, no, that's not how it's going to happen. And I fully believe that maybe in the future this will happen for us. But as of right now, that's not where God needed me. God needed me here. But here is the thing. Finding peace for us with this decision of staying, with the fact that things didn't go the way we planned, was hard. We had changed so many things. We had taken so many steps, and then things just did not pan out. So I just want to share with you guys some things that you can practice when things are not going the way you planned, when things don't go the way you plan. The first one, like I said, is mourn the idea. You have to allow yourself to mourn the idea that you had, to let go of that idea, because the truth is we dwell so much in the what ifs. What if things worked out? What if we did go? What if I didn't get sick? The truth is it doesn't matter, because that wasn't God's plans for you. That wasn't the reality that you were meant to live. It's so easy sometimes to slip into thinking that if things worked out, things would have been better. But truthfully, if we trust that God's ways are better, which they are, and we trust that He wants what's best for us, which He does, we can find peace and allow ourselves to mourn what wasn't. Not what is, but what wasn't. The reality that we live in right now was the way that it was supposed to happen. And the way that we know that is because when we are trying to ultimately serve God, when we are praying often, when we are discerning with Him, God is always going to lead us in the way that He needs us to go. So the first step is to mourn the idea. The second is to process the emotions that come with the reality that things didn't go the way you planned. Feel the emotions that come for you when you're in this moment of things just didn't pan out. And this is what it looks like. Allow yourself to feel frustrated. Allow yourself to feel disappointed, to feel defeated, to feel embarrassed, to feel shamed, to feel just annoyed. Whatever the emotion that comes up for you, allow yourself to feel that emotion. I recently had my computer fixed. We had to pay a lot of money to have the computer fixed. And it got fixed and I got it back and I was so excited, so happy. For the record, this was about 3 weeks ago and my computer is back to not working great. Not the way I planned, not the way I would have liked it. And you know how I'm feeling right now? Pretty frustrated. Allow yourself to feel the emotion that comes up for you when you think of that thing that you wanted that didn't go the way you wanted. And then the last step is, what now? Ask yourself that question. What now? What can I learn from this step that did not work out for me? What can I do now? How can I be better next time? How can I do better? How can I show up better? What now? Don't dwell so much on what if things worked out. But question yourself how you want to move forward now. How does God want you to move forward now? Here is what I want you to remember. In order for us to change things in our lives, we need to trust and we need to take courageous actions and we need to seize the opportunities that are laid in front of us in our journey. And there's a 50-50 chance for that opportunity. There's a 50% chance that that opportunity that you will take will go amazing, that you will succeed. And there's a 50% chance that you will fail. But here's the thing. If you don't seize, nothing changes. Whereas if you seize the opportunity and you win, then you get to celebrate. And if you seize the opportunity and you lose, you get to learn. And I think this is a beautiful thing for us to keep in mind. Because when we make a decision to change something, when we make a decision to grow, it will take failure. It will take us learning. Because we don't just wake up and done, right? I didn't make a decision to lose the weight back in the day and wake up thin the next day. No, I had to fail. I had to look at the scale, go down and then go up and then go down and then go up and then go down a little bit and up a little bit. But it progressively went down. But I had to fail in order to learn. I had to accept things not going the way I planned in order to learn. And this is the case for everything in our life. Any new goal you set, you will have to allow yourself to let go of the way you planned and welcome the way that God is allowing it to happen. So that's what I have for you guys this week on what to do when things are not going the way you planned. Practice these 3 things. Mourn the idea. Allow yourself to process the emotions that come with what didn't work out. And then ask yourself the question, now what? Know that I am praying for you. Know that I'm thinking of you. And know that I am here for you. If you guys need anything, I'm 1 click away. Reach out. I'm here for you guys. All right. Have an amazing rest of your week. God bless. If you are ready to dive deeper into life coaching from a Catholic perspective, then make sure you schedule a free consultation. The link will be in the description. This is an opportunity for you to work with someone who will empower you and support you in all of your endeavors. This is a journey, and being together and working with someone who believes in you even when you don't is life-changing. So if you're interested in growing and creating faith-driven success, make sure to reserve a time to chat with me. Until next time, God bless.